Carl and Damon here from Brrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's they made what into a TV series, Donkey Kong Country. We're near the end. We're up to episode 37 of 40, called Best of Enemies. Episode 11 of 14 of season 2. Written by Simon Raposia and Richard Elliott. 2 writers for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it out right now. This is a messy episode.
Yes,
with an interesting idea that doesn't quite work out as entertaining as it possibly could have been. It's a second time. It's another. Later on, there'll be another episode where I feel like if they'd gone a bit more extreme of it, it could have been more interesting.
Yep.
But for now, we'll do this one. Diddy is shocked to see DK cleaning up Cranky's hut, and they find a photo showing Cranky and King K. Rool as friends. Candy arrives and is angry, but reveals Cranky arrives as angry Candy. She's not involved in this. And is angry, but reveals the truth about him and K. Rool's previous relationship. It ended when K. Rool cheated during an island event, and that's where they went their separate ways. DK and Diddy come up with the idea of, well, let's make them friends again, and then we'll have peace. Solid idea.
That would have been perfect for the entire story. I think that the start of the story is how they could have played the entire thing out. 2 best friends, they had a fallout. This is why he's after coconut.
Okay, I disagree.
You don't think so?
Because I think there's 2 episodes coming up, 2 out of the final 4. No, 3. That could work as the finale, not this one. But I think you've got a strong argument. Story-wise, perhaps you mean if it ended with them becoming friends.
Yeah,
but it hadn't gone. I get what you're thinking on that. So K. Rool is painting a picture of Crusher. See, this is why sometimes K. Rool's the best thing. Just stand there and paint a picture of Crusher. Why not? When Clump arrives with a letter, it's been faked by DK and Diddy, seemingly sent by Cranky and asking K. Rool to hang out with him. K. Rool remembers his friendship with Cranky, which of course surprises the other lizards. He also reveals he doesn't believe it and thinks it's a trap, so Clump eats the letter. Love that. It's just like K. Rool's like, no, not true, don't believe it, and Clump just eats it. Having failed, Diddy and DK come up with plan B, which involves convincing Cranky and K. Rool to come to the jungle. Diddy and DK hide as K. Rool and Cranky run into each other. They start off by arguing, as DK and Diddy watch on thinking they've obviously screwed up. However, they notice the tone has changed and now they appear to be laughing together. We then cut to Cranky and K. Rool singing a song called We'll Always Be Friends. It's weird.
It is weird.
It is one of the weirdest songs that borderline seems to be more relationship, couple-wise.
Yeah.
Like they might have been more than friends.
Yeah, more than friends.
I was like, yeah. The fact that it got on my note, I wrote it's weird in its own separate thing because I was like, do not forget that you felt that way about this. I was sort of sitting there with that meme, you know, the girl, like face. That's it, like that. Later, DK is relaxing and thinking life will be peaceful now. K. Rool and Cranky arrive with a cake for DK, but it blows up in his face. Something that her friends think is hilarious. It seems like K. Rool and Cranky are a bit of a nightmare when they are together. A bit pranksters, yes. Meanwhile, Clump is freaking out because he has no orders now. Basically, he has no reason to exist with no orders. Which is a really metaphysical, really deep thing.
It is proper deep.
I was like, okay, explore that. Of course they don't, because it's Donkey Kong Country and it's an animated show for children. And I'm a 37-year-old and over-analysing this. At the barrel factory, K. Rool and Cranky are messing up a barrel order and having a lot of fun. Candy demands to know what is going on, but the pair leave. She goes to find DK and they're once again interrupted by Cranky and K. Rool, now playing jungle golf. It's basically constant chaos with these 2.
Yeah.
DK and Diddy realise they've made a mistake. Especially when they see K. Rool and Cranky have stolen a barrel copter. I did like that, at least they're getting more extreme.
Yeah.
All the apes talk about the issues the pair are causing and decide they have to break them up. But DK is the only one that's not too sure about this. I like that touch. DK's kind of like, look, man, are we sure we should be doing this and all that kind of thing? But eventually he agrees and DK and Diddy head off. But are stopped by Clump, who reveals that he also wants to break the pair up because, you know, he wants his boss back. Yeah.
This episode had potential to be such a good episode, man, but they messed up.
Yeah, I feel like this, weirdly enough, is where a more linear story would help.
Yeah.
And this could have taken place over several episodes, building up in danger and issues and stuff like that. Clump offers an alliance and they sing a song called This Friendship Is Wrong. And even at Tyler was like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
The plan is to find a way to make them enemies, throwing out ideas like sending a lettuce, throwing a party, and not inviting the other. I did laugh at that. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
And creating a competition. It's the latter they go with, as that's what split them up at the start, apparently. So there you go. Clump and DK arrive at where Cranky and K. Rool are and suggest that they continue the competition they never finished, the one that K. Rool apparently cheated on. Something they both agreed to, even though it is apparently a dangerous competition. At K. Rool's lair, Clump and Crusher arrest the king. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But he now reveals, K. Rool, that it's actually a ruse. And he's just pretending to be friends so he can get back at Cranky. It's all revenge. And I was like, okay, at least that makes sense.
It does make sense, yeah.
Later, the competition continues with wing walking, which is basically standing on a wing of Funky's plane for a certain period of time.
Yep.
And K. Rool goes first and impresses everyone with his moves. Before Cranky can have his go, Funky needs to refuel and K. Rool tries to sabotage the plane, but is interrupted by DK and Diddy, who are getting suspicious of his behaviour. Unwilling to let Cranky take such a risk, DK locks Cranky in a barrel and sets about making a disguise to look like the old ape. It's basically a beard, that's all he does.
Yeah, it's stupid. They want to break it up, man. Let them get on a plane.
Yeah, they'll do the job.
He might die, but who cares?
Yeah. DK's costume is immediately seen through though, but it doesn't matter as Cranky is wing walking as a hologram, having used the coconut. I called cheating straight away. I was like, no, that's cheating.
Yep.
That is 100% cheating. But Funky's plane runs out of gas and starts to crash. Everyone thinks Cranky has been killed, but the real Cranky arrives. He then accuses K. Rool of cheating and they start shouting at each other because he's basically accusing K. Rool of sabotaging the plane. Hearing about the hologram though, K. Rool accuses him of cheating.
Damn right.
K. Rool is correct. Although, technically, K. Rool also cheated. He sabotaged the plane. So they both cheated.
Yep.
And demands the prize, which is an umbrella. Something that actually surprises the rest and genuinely had me double take at my screen. I went, what?
Not the coconut.
Because
Yep.
And I was like, what is going on here? And then an excellent bit of writing. Crank and K. Rool reveal that it doesn't matter what the item was. It's a symbolic thing.
Yep.
They didn't have anything back then, so they chose something stupid that would represent the winner. And I was like,
brilliant.
that's really good.
It is brilliant,
That's really good. And then they split up, both going their separate ways. I was like, I like that as an ending.
This is for children who
Clever as fuck.
who don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, for people who you don't need phones or material and stuff. It could be anything.
Anything you want, and that can be what you want. I thought it was,
Yep. I mean,
there you go.
In a very poor episode, it's a very good ending.
Yeah. And to tie into that, the last scene of Clump and DK first high-fiving, then jokingly threatening each other before walking away made me smile.
Yep.
This has got a really strong ending. And it's just such a shame the episode didn't have more oomph, more bites, more going on, more interesting developments, more of a stronger story as Cranky and K. Rool's story gets more out of hand and dangerous and difficult for everyone.
They could have continued.
This could have been two, double.
We had an episode a while ago, the brother reveal. They never carried on, and so they could have done so much more. But
yeah. Except that brother. One thing I would say is the brother episode, whatever title it was overall a very strong episode.
Yes.
We were very supportive of that. This one, it's just okay.
Yep.
It's just okay to me. Aside from that very impressive ending, I wouldn't really say much else about it.
No, it was a mess.
Yeah, episode 37, Best of Enemies, or episode 11 of season 2. You got any thoughts and you know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?